Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. And despite driving through a massive debris at the last turn there, we've gone to provisional pole for this PRL Canadian Grand Prix, on super softs no less. And just around 1/3 of the way through the session, it's looking very good for a front row start, although it doesn't quite pan out that way. Only 3/10 off pole though, on the super soft compound, which is key, planning a one-stop for this race. And as you can see there, no warnings, very important for this track. All the championship rivals though are ahead of us, so let's see what we can do off the start from P6. Good start for Base Chief Ninja, and in fact Dabsy in front of me as well, my countryman, and although he does get, I'm not sure if I can say wiped out, I don't really know what happened there, but either way he's been deposited off the track, and we're up to P4, looks like we've managed to clear the Red Bull as well. Looks like Mystic Joker's taken the lead from Dahi, the two McLarens line astern in P2 and 3. Schwartz has affected a manoeuvre there in the middle sector, and Dahi not with the greatest run out of that chicane. We might be able to slip down the inside here into the hairpin. Careful not to hit his teammate. I had my heart in my mouth there for a second. It looks like we've done that, and he's even under attack now from a Red Bull. Talking about under attack though, the Super Softs weren't quite up to speed with the Ultras at the start, and I had a little bit of contact there with the McLaren, and he would lose some positions to at least the Renault of the SZ man. Now we're lapping some cars, and that car parked itself right on the apex of the corner, and that wasn't ideal. We managed to not have any contact, and in fact would catch up to the struggling Schwartz at this stage of the race on his Ultra Softs, which no doubt were quite heavily worn by this stage. And DRS would allow us a fairly easy manoeuvre down this main, or back straight I should say, and in front by the braking zone. There we go, up to P2. Mystic Joker though, really driving off into the lead, and he would eventually win the race of course. Great drive by him, fully deserved it as well. He did pit though, earlier than us, and I wasn't sure whether he'd be able to one stop from that particular time. I sure as hell would be there though, but I screwed myself over by just not concentrating where exactly to brake there and get myself a drive-through. And that's really inexcusable behaviour by myself there. Look, we've come out in P2 ahead of a car that hasn't actually pitted yet, I believe, so it should have been an easy P2, but the next lap we have to serve the penalty, and I really can't believe I've done that. So much practice into the race, and really not worthy of a champion, so we'll see how we can recover from this. We're out in P7 behind B. Collie, who's on super soft, so I imagine he won't be going the rest of the race as we will be. We do manage to overtake him fairly quickly, and we're followed through by Dahi as well. Next up would be Aledi in his Red Bull. I think he made a mistake previous to that, so he was recovering from an incident. And then we had 4.6 seconds to track down on Schwartz, who of course is a championship rival. Once again we managed to track him down. I think he was slightly harder on the tyres than I was in this race. Mystic Joker's well in the lead, and the cars in front of Schwartz and I'm not sure what their plan is with strategy. Even though he's worn the tyres quite significantly, he's not willing to give the position up, and absolutely good on him. This is a very good fight here. He defended very well, despite a little bit of a corner cut, but then again I cut the corner as well, try not to hit him. He would force me to go to the outside for this stint at least. The overtake I made in the first stint he couldn't really do anything about, I don't think, with the condition he had on his tyres. And look at this, wheel-to-wheel racing there. I was forced to cut across the chicane with a little bit of contact. I slot back behind, but the second helping of DRS really helps me here, and down the inside into turn 1. A little bit hard onto the brakes, but that would be a fairly effective move up to P3 at the time. The rain would hit though, and several cars decided to pit, including Dubsy ahead, so that would promote me to P2, but it really was the correct choice to pit, given the conditions on the final 2 laps. And look at the struggle I have here against the lack of grip already from worn tyres, but also the wrong complete amount of tread for the amount of water on the track. So DSZ man would come through. That's my teammate behind the lap down. He's on ultra softs that are fairly new, so you kind of have to expect that. Did have my heart in my mouth a couple of times when he was behind. And again there, I thought I might hit him, but it was very close. Dubsy would come through with his intermediate tyres, so much better traction, past both of us in fact, up to P2. And that would be pretty much it, apart from this final action of not making that corner. I really hope that that didn't demote me to P5, but we'd find out after the rest of the cars finished that was not the case, and that I would hold on to P4 by a slim margin over Schwartz. And that would be the Canadian Grand Prix. Not ideal, should have been P2. Congratulations to the winner, Mystic Joker.